Even I can understand. What happened here was a tragedy. Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Ekamek. This is Let's Play Persona 5 Strikers. In the last episode we finally got down to the root cause of what caused Hyodo to become the monarch, and oh boy, it's quite a lot to unpack. So one of her subordinates chose to simply cut corners with the project, and then he was approached by a councilman trying to steal position as mayor. This is a thing that's never made sense to me. Like, why do people want to get into super high positions of power? It just means people hold you responsible for things. Like what the councilman, like what the worker tried to do, where he said, since it's your autograph on here, that means it's your fault. Now we're conspirators, etc, etc, as it went in the fight. And yet, I can't help but feel like he got exactly what was coming to him. Hyodo getting so traumatized that he chose to work all the city workers straight into the ground, to the point that they're all having breakdowns throughout the city, but even so, she's mind controlling people, and as Zenkichi pointed out, that's a pretty bad thing.
Get to work.
In this episode, we send the calling card, after we discuss it, of course. I like the flavor text. Maybe you should talk before heading to bed. You think we're asking too much out of Gramps? I mean, we made him do the calling card again. Well, we are in charge of the metaverse. Maybe we can just make him in charge of the real world stuff like calling cards? I suppose that is how a deal would work, but maybe we did twist his arm a little bit. Do you really think it's okay to make a policeman leave our calling cards? Under normal circumstances, maybe no, but there are more important things at stake than preserving every aspect of the law. There's no turning back once the calling card is out. Are you ready for this, Haru? Yes, I believe so, though I could really use a bit of encouragement. Why do you need encouragement?
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry, I shouldn't have said anything. Anyway, I'll get the calling card ready. I mean, we didn't need him to send calling cards in the past. We just posted them up wherever they needed to be. Sometimes we used Morgana for it, sometimes we used Ryuji and a hoodie, but I don't know, I guess it's too warm for hoodies.
Yeah!
I'm ready anytime! Haru, I take it we can leave the card's contents to you?
Yes.
I want to show Mari-san how I feel personally. You ought to rest. I'll get to writing. Tomorrow's the big day. Let's give it our all, guys! Poor Haru. Late in the night. Good evening. I'm sorry for the short notice, but could we meet up? I'd like to talk to you. If you have time, it would make me quite happy. I'll be waiting in front of the fountain. Is it the fountain here? She gets a marker over her head, so this really isn't optional.
I'm sorry to call you out so late.
It's fine.
Thanks for being here. I wanted to talk to you about Mari-san. It's strange how I couldn't remember Mari-san until now. Even when Hasagawa-san said her name, it didn't quite occur to me who she was. But the moment she called me Haru-chan, suddenly, it felt like a lid popped open in my mind, and my memories came pouring out.
Sounds a bit like plot convenience to me, but maybe I'm being insensitive.
I remembered all these things about my childhood, about Mari-san. How could I forget someone I loved so much?
It's the best of us.
I think what happened with my father affected me more than I realized. All the times we spent together, and the moment he passed away, I must have suppressed those memories deep within my heart. At some point, I got used to hiding things away, and I even forgot a good friend like Mari-san.
Must have been hard.
Thanks for understanding. To be honest, I feel like I was running from the past again. A long time ago, I remember tagging along with Mari-san and my father during a golfing trip. I was so happy running around that I ended up tripping and falling. Then of course I started crying. Then all of a sudden, Mari-san came up to me and said, "Stop crying and get back up." And that shocked me at first because I always thought of her as an extremely gentle person. But because I knew she was so kind, I managed to stop crying and eventually got back up. I remember thinking Mari-san would never say anything out of place. I trusted her completely. At that point, Mari-san hugged me and said, "No matter how many times you fall, you can always get back up and start again. Never forget that." Can you believe it?
Sounds like something you need to tell her shadow after we beat her up.
I didn't quite understand back then, but I think I do now. There's more to good character than kindness. Being good means dealing with the bad in front of you. It means to take a stand, even when all you want to do is run away. To realize nothing will change if you keep ignoring reality.
You're strong, Haru.
I have you and the Phantom Thieves to thank for that. It's too late to save my father. But it's not too late for Mari-san. This time, I can change things around. I want to tell her exactly what she told me all those years ago.
Yeah, then let's change her heart.
Yes. Thanks for hearing me out. Tomorrow, I'm going to do my absolute best. But for now, good night.
It's late. I should rest up for tomorrow. But first, Sophie is going to have her usual chip in on what the human heart is about.
Hey. Why is Haru so upset over Mariko Hyodo? I don't have a heart, so it's hard to understand. Why do people try so hard for others? I wonder if I'll ever know.
You will eventually.
Okay. I'll believe you. It may seem like a simple concept to you, but to me, it makes my mind go. But I am humanity's companion. I am here to learn and grow.
I did get a 4-leaf clover off screen, that's why my bond levels are different. Shh, don't tell anyone.
Good day, everyone. Are we ready to make Sapporo a paradise as pure as snow? Then remember, on election day, please vote Mariko Hyodo!
What is that? A calling card?
Whoa, it's real.
What's going on? Mariko Hyodo, the false empress with a frozen heart. You are a cold manipulator who treats people as tools to be discarded. We find this unforgivable and will end your reign of abuse. In fact, we will take back the desires you stole this very night. This is... the Phantom Thieves. And they say they're going to steal my desires? What a bald-faced lie! Those desires are mine and mine alone! As long as I'm the monarch, I won't let anyone stop me! Very well. I was just beginning to work up an appetite. I wonder what you'll taste like. Perhaps I should gobble you up and find out! Why are you just standing there? Take these wretched things down!
And now, it becomes clear that Ryuji referring to this place as referring to Sapporo as the place you come for the food suddenly becomes a lot more relevant. Especially with all the knives and forks and cutlery all over her palace. Or jail.
Wait for us, Mari-san. It'll all be over soon.
I mean, it's very concealed, but you can tell that she's... Well, let's do this. Alright, yeah, I think there is at least one checkpoint that's a bit closer. Oh wait.
Let's go. We need to
Right,
change
there is a
Mari-san's
chest
heart.
that we can get along the way, but I don't think I will because the cage is right there. Time to see what sort of boss it is.
We're here. What's our plan this time? Oh, this is...
Look, Joker, I think you can climb up those chains, like usual. A soul drop. Maybe we'll need it. I also fused the Kaiwan because I don't know why. Probably because I felt like we were missing out on some side damage. And funnily enough, I also gave him... if you look at the stats... I gave him... He actually comes with dodged nuke built into him. And since he also gets Masuku Kaja, he could get exceptionally dodgy. Well, yeah, that's just a little thing I wanted to show off. Alright, time to meet the Empress. Or the other Empress. Haru's already our Empress, we don't need another one.
Sorry about the wait. We're here to kick ass and... What?
Silence, you little whelp!
Who the hell is she?
That couldn't be... Mari-san?
What on earth happened to her? I'm guessing this is Hyodo's distorted form.
What do you people want? You had best not get in my way!
She looks somewhat like a vampire, actually.
I'm almost there. A few more votes and I'll win re-election!
This is wrong, Mari-san. Those votes you gathered by twisting the people's hearts are worthless.
And if you don't stop your tyranny, your staff will collapse one by one. I get why it's hard for you to trust people, but you still have to treat them with decency.
Ah! You shut your impudent mouths! I've done nothing wrong! I will wring out every last ounce of corruption from my staff by working them into the ground! I'll silence all charlatans who betray me! And I will consume every last vote in the city! Whether these people agree with me or not! Only then can I build a safe haven, a radiant snow city that sparkles like winter.
Are you happy living a lie?
Listen to him. When you take away someone's desire, you rob them of their agency, the ability to make their own decisions. So what good does it do to turn your loyal citizens into mindless drones? Isn't it better to let them arrive at their own conclusions? To follow their own hearts?
How dare you lecture me!
Good job, Muir. You tell her. Mari-san, say goodbye to the countless desires you stole. Because Beauty Thief and the Phantom Thieves are about to take them back.
Honestly, they're all in my way. This is the last straw! You've made me so very hungry. It's dinner time, and the main course
Things that YouTube have spoiled me on.
What you're doing is wrong.
Not this berserk form.
Shut your prissy little mouth! What would you know? I will consume all who oppose me, no matter who they are!
I just knew that her shadow was a bit overweight compared with her, but... Oh man!
I kind of want some.
I did predict it though. I did predict that she'd be Darkweek.
With this.
Now's not the time to stuff your face. You're stuck.
Rabbit's that.
Uh-oh.
I'll get them.
That is not psychokinesis attack though.
Morsels? Damn you! Why do you insist on standing in my way?
Attack power's getting stronger. Doesn't look good, guys.
Okay, I'll try it.
Good one, Sophie. Keep it suppressed. She's good.
1, 2. Mean. I'm actually beginning to think that it would have been a good idea to have Yusuke in it because Yusuke. Yeah, Yusuke simply because he's resistant to ice.
She's fully consumed with rage. Everyone, keep your guard up. Massive damage with psychokinesis attacks.
We could use that.
All right, I'll try it. Charge!
That was amazing, Queen! Right, I'll do my best.
You sicken me!
1, 2.
It's gonna be rough.
Out, out, out.
Keep it up, Marco!
Nope, back off.
I'm going, you are. That knocked him for a loop. Wicked follow-up, Sophie.
Back off, back off, back off.
I'll do my best. It's powerful. You can exploit its weakness with psychokinesis. This is a part of
Morsels?
So how can it be weak and technical though?
This is your end!
Uh-oh.
Why is there a blizzard in here?
Uh-oh.
Read it to me. This should help. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, actually. I need this camera to stop.
Keep running for anything.
Blizzard was stuck. I'll do my best.
Oh yeah, payback time!
Persona!
She just eat one of us? Somebody help!
Right, we need to do something about it that... Okay, thank you for not letting her eat me.
Everyone stay focused. Thanks.
You sicken me! more! There's still more! I must eat every last one of you!
We don't have any left.
Please stop, Mari-san! I know you're so kind to down!
Roger!
It's your section! Thank you,
Mabufula, 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 don't stand still.
You sicken me!
Back off. Backing. Nope, out of the way. Don't stand still. And now get ready for the ice.
Her arms must really be something.
I'm done hacking the heater to the southeast! Head over there now! Blizzard is stopped.
Of course they hit me in the corner. It's a good thing I did get that. We have a lot of food, I've noticed, but yeah.
Thank you!
What?
No! We don't have any chandeliers left.
She just eat one of us? Somebody help! Knocking her down should force her to spit him out! Aim for the body! Yours! Wait! Fair warning, this one's gonna be rough! Hello, Tartu! More Cavens swinging for X!
Okay, get the coffee.
Recorded! That went really well! Take another! How did that do it? So cool! I know that one hurt! It's possible! Thanks for the help! Now, finish him off!
Oh. Well, okay then.
Are you ready?
That all-out attack barely deals any damage.
It's showtime! You can handle this. Let me help! Switching out! Okay! Would you care to join us? Get ready! Wow! That was amazing! You're on the way! I'm always in support mode!
Cannot be! It's my fault! What kind of monster?
Don't let your stomach do your thinking for you though. That just won't end well.
Now I can be even more helpful!
Oh good. Now Haru can smile evilly at people. High chance of fear.
Wait! Not yet! I won't let it end this way! I need to wipe out all of Sapporo's injustice!
Please stop! Haven't you done enough?
What?
You're a kind person, Mari-san, and I know you've tried to shoulder all of this alone. The staff member who took bribes, the councilman who tried to set you up, even the girl who died in the accident. Each of these things grieved you, and in order to make a city where none of it could reoccur, you took action as you saw fit. Am I right?
As the mayor, I know very well that little girl's death was ultimately my fault. But my staff betrayed me, all for their insatiable greed!
Is it really a point for you to talk about being insatiable, though?
I thought I could leave that awful position behind. Unfortunately, it wasn't as simple as that. Had I gone, I'd only be replaced by greedy scum. That's why I never stepped down. In this world, it's either eat or be eaten. And with circumstances so cruel, I decided I'd be the one doing the eating. Even if every last one of my votes were false, at least I could use them to make the world a better place. But if I was replaced as mayor, who would be there to honor that little girl's memory? An innocent girl lost her life, yet I could do nothing to stop the evil still afoot.
It's not too late to set this right. First, you must tell the people everything that happened. Then can you get a fresh start? But this time, on your own strength.
That would be impossible. I cooperated with those awful men to hide the truth. That way I could continue being mayor. There's nothing I can do.
Stand up, Mariko Hyodo! Are you just going to stay knocked down? You are a kind and strong woman, not someone who collapses over mistakes. So stand up and hold your head up high, because no matter how many times you fall, you can always get back up and start again.
Isn't that...
Yes. You said that to me a long time ago. Even if you told the people the truth about the incident, there are those who would still see the good in you. Don't let your position ruin you. Think back to what you stood for.
She's right, Mayor. You can't give up.
If you tell everyone your side of things, they'll listen.
When my father died, I felt like my heart was going to break. But thanks to the Phantom Thieves, I was able to stand strong and move forward. That's why I know you can too. Remember the part of you that taught me to get back up, no matter how many times I fall.
Yes. You're right. Thank you, Haruchan. What I've done was wrong. I drove my employees to the brink and used a strange power to manipulate the votes. I was so driven by my personal agenda, I lost sight of how I originally felt. And why I ran for mayor in the first place. To make a city beloved by everyone. To give back to the home where I was raised. That's reason enough to take another stand. I won't make this mistake again. I never needed this power from the start. Haruchan, you've grown so much. Your father must be so happy in heaven.
Mari-san. Happy?
This place is collapsing! Let's go!
I am getting a slight bit of static in my headset. I'm hoping that's just in my headset and it's not going to carry over into the video. It shouldn't, but I still get worried, okay? I don't want to have to re-record things. It doesn't feel right. Yeah, I should probably look into getting a proper noise-cancelling headset and a microphone of some sort.
That took us quite a while.
Haru, you were fantastic.
That was cool.
It was only because you were all with me. But I do wonder if Mari-san will be okay.
I mean, if she was the person who influenced you to be who you are now, then she'll probably be fine. It won't be a nice time for her, but she'll get back up on her feet.
I'd say so. Her shadow disappeared like they always do.
Yeah, your feelings definitely reached her. I'm sure her heart has changed for the better. Well, I guess this wraps up the mission. We still need to confirm that the citizens are all back to normal. It'd be nice if we could do that right away.
Can we grab something to eat first? I'm hungry enough to pass out here.
He has a point. Battles can't be fought on an empty stomach.
The battle's already over, but still.
Hey, can we try Genghis Khan? That delicious lamb barbecue dish?
Ooh, that's a must in Hokkaido.
What? I thought we were finally getting lobster hot pot.
Since when did we decide that? Why would we when it's so damn hot out?
But if you think about it, isn't Genghis Khan also sort of like hot pot?
No way! Isn't it supposed to be barbecue?
Well, cooking Genghis Khan does require a utensil called a Genghis Khan pot. And you can't barbecue in a pot.
Time to take the middle road and side with nobody.
True. Though sukiyaki is served hot pot style, its etymology does refer to grilling. I wonder why.
Does it even matter?
Hey, was that a smile just now?
You have a great smile.
Yeah, straight from Sapporo, it's Beauty Thief's award-winning smile. I'm relieved too. I thought you might be weighed down by all that's happened.
Indeed. She was so weighed down that she met up with our leader for a private midnight chat.
Huh? Were you watching?
Yusuke, you gossip. I feel a strong bond with my friends. Time for a new ability. Increase ammo count for all party members.
Alright, Sophia. Find us the best Genghis Khan in Sapporo.
Of course it would be Haru, the girl with the gun persona. That would give us that.
Sophia?
Sorry. Okay, I've got it.
Did you hear about how the mayor's abusing her staff? Isn't the mayor's approval rating kind of odd? Why was I supporting Kyoto again?
What? Everyone seems pretty normal to me.
Their fanatical support for Mariko Hyodo appears to have died down.
I'm glad they're back to their senses. What a drastic change. Just goes to show how powerful a monarch's influence can be.
Hey, guess what? Kyoto-san's holding a press conference right now.
Well, I guess I'm not going to get through. I guess I'm going overtime today, like usual.
All for taking your time to gather here today. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to share with everyone. As of today, I will be resigning from office. I do not intend to seek re-election either. During my time as mayor, I've betrayed all of your trust. You may think of me as a mayor who's earned your trust, but in truth, there's plenty that I'm ashamed of. The snow sculpture that collapsed was built by an unscrupulous company that bribed one of my staff. In spite of my responsibility, I neglected to see the finer details and went ahead with the construction. As a result, the sculpture ended up collapsing, and a girl's precious life was lost. Furthermore, I elected to cover up the truth, all so I could save my position. I've been garnering votes I didn't deserve in order to stay on as mayor. I betrayed everyone to protect myself and covered it up by allowing more wrongdoing. I am among the guilty. That little girl, she died because of me. As such, I will have the police reinvestigate the case and offer my full assistance. And again, I will drop out of the election and forfeit my position as mayor.
Well, you know that the guy who was planning on using it to get her position isn't going to be coming out of that sweetly, is he?
Seems that Hyodo-san's made up her mind.
I wonder if she'll be arrested.
Good question. Hyodo was afraid that if she wasn't the mayor, she couldn't protect her people.
She could have told the truth and made her underling take the blame. But she was concerned about other evils potentially lurking in the shadows.
I think this turned out for the best.
I think that, to be fair, so are we, since every time we check out the phone of a monarch, we're looking for that other person involved.
Mari-san wouldn't have wanted to hide her mistake forever.
Zenkichi is on the line.
Hey, you guys see Hyodo's press conference?
We did.
Yep. You all did a bang-up job. Really, can't thank you enough. They plan on bringing Kyoto in as a key witness regarding the accident. I knew you'd want to analyze her phone, too. So I pulled a few strings, and now I'm her personal chauffeur. At least as far as the station. If you want, I can open up some time for you to talk to her. Just tell me where you want to meet.
Well, this'll be interesting. We normally don't get to talk to the monarch afterwards, although I suppose Yusuke crashed that conference.
How could you ever forgive me, Kaho-chan?
Mari-san.
Haru-chan. Listen, there was something wrong with me. It's like I was in a terrible dream. I don't know when it was that my heart grew so cold. But after what you told me, I remembered who I really was inside.
You know, for a moment I was wondering if you remembered the whole shadow thing, but then I remembered that we also had that confrontation where we saved her employee who was just about dead from overwork.
When I became mayor, I wanted to protect this city and everyone in it as if they were my own family. I remembered that feeling. Thanks to you, I've finally been able to confront myself. And I realized that I was doing a horrible disservice to that girl. I had lost sight of reality and begun acting self-righteous. Nothing I did was for her sake.
But Mari-san, you were doing the best you could.
No, it's the truth. Had I not realized my mistake, I would have likely continued to hurt even more people. But that's not what Kaho-chan would want. So let me say, thank you, Haru-chan. Thank you for saving this city, for saving my family.
Mari-san!
Your father's recent passing must have caused you so much turmoil. I'm sorry I added to it. But if there's anything I can do for you in the future, any way I can be there, just ask me. I say this because you're a precious part of my family too.
Thank you so much, Mari-san.
I wonder if that's foreshadowing.
Oh, Haru-chan!
I'm happy for you, Haru.
I suppose I must get going. Though I am concerned about the state of affairs I've left our city in.
It could have been much worse.
I'll leave it up to my successor. An arrogant wretch like me has no place being the mayor.
Does that mean you won't be involved in politics anymore?
Yes. I'm too ashamed to show my face in public. And at my age, there are plenty of younger folks who can...
Mayor.
You're...
I saw the news. So you're resigning. And you're leaving politics for good?
That's right. I've promised to step down and never...
You can't be serious! Resigning won't bring her back. In fact, it won't change a thing.
Kaho.
Nothing can change what happened to my daughter.
Hey, shouldn't we get in there?
Hold that thought a moment.
So you can't. You can't just run away. You need to start over. Become our mayor again.
What?
When I was weeping with rage and grief, you stood there and cried with me. Instead of running away, you were there when I needed someone the most. I know your character more than anyone.
Ma'am, thank you for sharing your heart with me. Then I promise to both you and your daughter, I will stand back up and become your mayor again.
Mari-san. I don't get it. I know this is a sad moment. Everyone is crying, but it also feels warm and kind. How would you describe this?
It's joy.
I see. So that's why Haru helped Hyodo to transform sadness into happiness, recording valuable data. Sophia has learned happiness.
That must have been the mom of the girl who passed away. You know, it seems like she really understood Hyodo's intentions.
I'm so happy for you, Mari-san.
She reminded me of what Haru said in jail.
Stand up, Mariko Hyodo! Like that? Hey! That was a tender moment. There's no need to reenact it.
Yeah, but you played it so cool back there. It really touched my heart.
Oh, well played, Beauty Thief.
Could you please forget it already?
Indeed, truly moving.
You did good, Haru.
It really was touching.
Well, we solved the problem in Sapporo. The question is, what comes next? Doesn't seem like we'll be making much progress until Zenkichi gets back. Should we do some sightseeing while we wait? Though it is kinda late, I guess. This hour, I would recommend the Ferris wheel over in Suzushino.
Nice.
Ooh, that's a good idea. You should invite someone to come along. Next time on Let's Play Persona 5 Strikers. Until then, guys, take care. I'll see you all around.